YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and I am playing a pure Magician Girl deck. And wish me luck, because I'm facing the world champion, apparently. So, let's see if we get Ash Blossomed. Okay, there's the Ash Blossom. That's fine. Oh, I wish the US servers and stuff like that actually had people that played on it, because I hate this lag so much. So, yeah. So we're playing Magician's left hand. I don't have right hand right hand's in the deck. I don't have it in my hand at the moment. Our opponent's setting we're playing against Altergeist. They get multi-faker. Go to end phase. We are going to target this. Let's give him ample opportunity to get stuff back. Why not, you know? There's the Ash Blossom. Okay. We're gonna tribute summon this. Good old. Gets negated because of Magician's left hand. Then multi-faker throws that out. We're kind of in an awkward spot though, because they have this, so they're gonna. Okay, well, we're still gonna go battle phase, and we're still gonna attack over multi-faker, if it that's not a trap card that matters. Okay. We can get their Muesli back, but that's not very good. So yeah, as long as this card is on the field, right? Yeah. Well, almighty Ash Blossom Haver, do you have one for this? No? Okay, good. So we're gonna play the Magician of Prophecy. Solemn Strike. Okay. Okay. Multi-faker. Yeah. This deck is very good at the whole being annoying thing. Let's go battle. To attack with chocolate over the one that bounces. Sure, that's fine. Then Dark Magician Girl's going to attack over this one. I already normal summoned, so I can't summon chocolate, but that's okay. Fun fact about the Magician Girls, if you line them up from ascending order, they spell out black. So, because there's berry, lemon, apple, chocolate, and kiwi Magician Girl. And yeah. If you're wondering why Foolish Burial's in the deck, and honestly it's because I just need to fill out the deck, and it was like, Foolish Burial's a good card. What don't I want to draw? I know what I don't want to draw. So Berry's one of the best cards I could draw. We're going to send Kiwi, because that's definitely the worst card to draw. Because I'm only playing 2 Dark Magician Girls. I'm playing 2 Kiwis as well. Kiwi is the worst one to draw, so I would rather just not bother with it. Our opponent is doing what Altergeists do best and control the board pretty well. Oh man, you know what would be nuts? Just when they set as much as they did and then passed, you just summon Denko on the deck. Oh boy. Okay. Oh no, I can't play spell cards. Alright, what did I banish? Two spellbook and knowledge. Oh, I banished all my knowledges. Huh. Well, that's awkward. We're gonna set this, I guess. It says. Alright, what do you do? Send that. Summon another multi-faker. Multi-faker's gonna use its effect. Throw out that. Okay. Is any card on the field? Um. I think I'm just gonna surrender. I don't. So we kind of got to see what the deck does. I'll show you the deck profile, and I'll explain some plays in it since we didn't get to see everything. So, 2 Dark Magician Girls, 2 Kiwis, 3 Chocolates, 3 Apple, 3 Lemon, 2 Magician Spellbook Prophecy, so the blue boy, 3 Berries. And then for some of the fun techs, we got 2 Magical Fusions. We got, this is our draw power engine. We got 1 copy of Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn. This goes with the spellbook engine that we're running. For more fun, because I think the card is kind of okay, and it helps get us out of some binds. 1 copy of Magical Dimension. It doesn't target, by the way, so when you special summon by the hand and everything like that, if this card resolves, you get to destroy something like Mech Knight Avermax. I mean, you might lose a card, but that's okay. We played 1 copy of Magician's Left Hand, which came in handy at that game. Even though we still lost, it did come in handy and was a mild annoyance to our opponent. 2 Magician's Right Hand. This card's better because it just negates the first spell. So yeah. Then we got Magician's Circle. This card can summon out any of our Magician Girls right from the deck, and all it costs is us attacking. 3 Crackdowns. Crackdown is very good at disrupting, and we can link away with whatever we decide we want, or Xyz if the Xyz is 2 through 4 for the monster that we summon. 1 copy of Magician's Defense. Honestly, you'd have any damage you would take if you have a spellcaster. That's okay, and then if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target a spellcaster in your graveyard and special summon it. It's mainly here just because it has the Magician Girls in the artwork. And yeah, 1 copy of Quintet Magician, which requires 5 spellcasters. If it's used to summon with 5 different names, you destroy all cards your opponent controls, and it cannot be tributed, used as fusion material, or tributed, or destroyed by card effects. So it is pretty it's still decently easy to out, as you can just target it and do a non-destructing removal, but some decks don't have that, and that's okay, and that's why it's in here. It's a heck of a finisher when we summon it, and they can't kaiju out of it if they do run kaijus, because it can't be tributed. We got Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon pops spell and trap cards. It's just good. Baguska is always gonna be a decent card, unless you're playing an all-link extra deck. Unless you're playing an opponent that has only links in their extra deck, then Baguska's pretty bad, but it still can shut down a lot of decks. 2 Castells. It's one of our removal cards, just good. 1 Abyss Dweller. It shuts down graveyard effects, good. Phantom Knight, Breaksword. Pop it, pop another card, another removal, and same with this. It's more removal. the Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin. So you detach material from this card, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, its attack becomes 0, its effects are negated, and if I had Phantom Knights, which I don't, but if I did, it would have become a quick effect. We play each of the Charmers, because these are just good. If we had the light one, we would play that. If that was a TCG, on the TCG, we'd play that, but it's not. These summon back one of their corresponding attribute from your opponent's graveyard to a link zone that they point to. And they can search for any of our Magician Girls of the corresponding thing, because all of them have 1500 or less defense. So if these get destroyed, you get to search. So for example, if I throw out Area, because maybe I steal a water with Crackdown, and have like Lemon Magician Girl, which is one of the worst ones, I can make Area and then get the water one back that I got. That's a viable play. And then if they get this, they get rid of this, I get to add a Chocolate Magician Girl to my hand. So, and Chocolate is one of the best, if not the best Magician Girl. And then Crowley. So we're going to go into what the Magician Girls do and why I think the deck, this one could definitely be improved, but it is a fun deck nonetheless. So, what do they all do? Well, they all have the first effects. Every effect is similar yet kind of different. So here's the searcher for the deck, which is Bury Magician Girl. If it's normal summon, you add a Magician Girl from your deck to your hand, and then once per turn during either player's turn when your opponent activates a card effect that targets this card, or it is targeted for an attack, you can change this card's battle position, and if you do, you special summon a Magician Girl from your deck. So, except for itself. So, it's important to note this isn't a hard once per turn, but, so if you have multiple berries out, you can throw out multiple, you can keep throwing out monsters. So that's pretty cool. The second thing is that all of them have a similar effect of when they get attacked, you get to summon another Magician Girl out from one of the zones, whether it be the hand or graveyard, depending on which one it is. Barry's the only one that throws out from the deck. Barry's also the only one that doesn't have the attack of the attacking monster, and Barry's also the only one that doesn't force the attacking monster to attack the new one. So, Lemon. What does Lemon do? So, once per turn, you can tribute a Magician Girl monster except for itself to add a spellcaster from your deck to your hand. So, that's any spellcaster. That's why they limited it to only tributing a Magician Girl except for itself. Once per turn, if this is targeted for an attack, you can special summon one spellcaster monster from your hand, if any, or one from your hand, but its effects are negated, if any. Then you change the attack target to it, and if you do, you have the attack of the current monster that's attacking. So this one throws out another one and then has the attack. Most of them do that. This is the only one that negates its effects. So it is probably the worst one, in my personal opinion. Lemon would be a lot better if it didn't negate the attack. If it didn't negate the attack, it would be a better Apple Magician Girl, which is what we're going to talk about here. So Apple Magician Girl says once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can special summon one level 5 or lower spellcaster monster from your hand, then change the attack target to it, and if you do, the attacking monster's attack becomes half of its current attack. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can return up to 3 Magician Girls from with different names in your graveyard to your hand. So, Apple is the second best one. It can't summon out Dark Magician Girl, but that is okay. Actually, it's like the third best. The second best is probably Barry. But it's still one of the best, because once it gets destroyed, you get all your resources back that you dumped and all that. And yeah, it's really good. Because it also doesn't negate the attack, or it doesn't negate the effect, so whichever one you throw out will have its effects, and that's relevant, because I'm going to explain a little thing that you can do, and it's really, really funny, and it could mess up a lot of people if they don't know what's happening. Next up is Chocolate Magician Girl. So Chocolate Magician Girl is my favorite in the deck. It's by far the best one, and I'm going to explain why. So, you can discard one spellcaster monster, draw a card. That's pretty good. Once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can target one spellcaster in your graveyard except for itself, special summon it, then change the attack target to it. And if you do, the attacking monster's attack becomes half of its current attack. So, why do I like Chocolate Magician Girl the best? Because it sets itself up. Um, Berry doesn't need setup because it throws out from the deck. Uh, Apple requires you to have an extra one in hand. Sometimes you don't have that. You might have like a handful of spells, and your opponent might have Ash Blossoms and stuff like that. And yeah, this one, however, discarding is a cost. So you discard one and everything to attempt to draw a card. Your opponent can Ash Blossom it if they want to, but you already got your card in the grave. Sure, you don't replace it, but you still got a card in the grave. Another thing that this card works well with is this is a pure version of Magician Girls, and I wanted to make a more pure version. Otherwise, I would throw the Performages in there, because the Performage cards are spellcasters, and Trick Clown, you can ditch Trick Clown to draw a card. So, and then Trick Clown will special summon itself out. So you go +1 in the exchange, and you can make a rank 4 out of it if you want to give up your Chocolate Magician Girl. Another thing you can do is pitch Damage Juggler with Chocolate Magician Girl if you were playing the Performages, because then you get a draw card, banish the Damage Juggler, and then add 1 as well. Add 1 so you can still go +1 that way. Hat Tricker is the only one that you're not going to get any benefits off, but you wouldn't discard Hat Tricker anyway. You would discard one of your other spellcasters, hopefully that you have one. Also, this card works really well. I am not playing it, maybe I should, with Thousand Eyes Restrict. So with Thousand Eyes Restrict, you can instant fusion that out, steal a monster, and a phase Thousand Eyes Restrict goes away, or you link summon with Link Karibo. If they attack Chocolate Magician Girl, you can throw out Thousand Eyes Restrict, and Thousand Eyes Restrict will stop the attack because they can't redeclare an attack target because Thousand Eyes Restrict was summoned. And Thousand Eyes Restrict has the effect of your opponent can't declare an attack, so they can't redeclare attack, and it can't move over to the next one because they can't attack in general. So, before I move on to Kiwi, because Kiwi also doesn't have the summon effect, I'm going to tell you why this deck is really funny. So, if you have Chocolate Magician Girl on the field, let's say you have Apple in hand, or not Apple in hand, Apple in the graveyard, and Lemon in hand. Okay? They attack Chocolate, you summon out, let's say Chocolate's on your field, this is in your graveyard, Lemon's in hand, for example. Or, we'll go with that. So they attack Chocolate. Chocolate summons out Apple. They have to attack Apple. They attacked Apple. Apple effect. Throw out Lemon. They attack Lemon. Lemon's effect. Throw out maybe Dark Magician Girl, for example. That can all happen, and that's really funny. So, we're going to go on to why I play Kiwi. So Kiwi is the win condition of the deck. As you can see, all our monsters are small. But what Kiwi does is, Magician Girls gain 300, that you currently control gain 300 attack and defense for each Magician Girl monster with different names on the field and in the graveyards until the end of the turn. So you can discard this card and gain a bunch of attack, and yeah, it helps you OTK once you throw out a bunch of monsters with that little combo I told you about where you keep redirecting everything. Also, spellcaster monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects and cannot be targeted when Kiwi is out on the field. So, if you have Kiwi out and Quintet Magician, Quintet is like next to impossible to really get rid of as well. And then we're playing 2 Dark Magician Girls just because she's a Magician Girl. So, what are ways you can improve this deck that I am not playing and I made a conscious choice not to play? One, the performages, right? I already talked about them, but a way to improve the deck are play Damage Juggler, and Hat Tricker and Trick Clown. You probably wouldn't play it in these ratios. If I was going to play it, I'd play it as like something like this for the Clown engine. This is something like this. Next up, what you could do is you could play Instant Fusion and Thousand Eyes Restrict. So, right here, bam. So yeah, these are the cards you can definitely add to this deck to improve it. What cards would you take out, you might ask? Well, you wouldn't want these, for sure. So, definitely throw in that. You cut down on one Crowley, and throw in this. Next up, you don't need the Foolish. We don't need as many Lemons. We don't need as many regular Dark Magician Girl. So these would go in, because these ones are the main engine. Magician Circle is not a very good card. I just put it in there because I liked it. Same thing with this card. This card would replace that. We would replace that with this. And there you go. This is a much better list that you could be playing if you wanted to play Magician Girls. This is the list that I would probably end up on. I would change the extra deck to be more rank force focused if I were to run this list myself as well. And I would also put in a Link Karibo in the extra deck. But anyway, I've talked about this deck long enough, and I've showed you ways so that you can improve it and have a slightly more optimized version of the deck. So, tell me what you guys think of Magician Girls. Do you like them? Do you not? You can leave that in the comment section below. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, my email's in the description. I would love to see them. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.